Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, dear students, and welcome to our new lesson, Unit 10, Period 5, page 32 and 33. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. The learning objectives of our lesson is by the end of this lesson you are able to read a passage about sea life to answer specific questions. Okay, now let's discuss the title. Will the oceans live or die? Will the oceans live or die? What's the meaning of the title? It means هل ستعيش المحيطات أو ستموت? Now look at the picture. Okay, is it a modern ship or an old? Is it a modern ship or an old? طبعا look at the ship. انظر إلى السفينة. Is it a modern ship or an old? طبعا the ship is a modern. Okay, what are they doing? They are catching fish. They are catching fish. What are they using to catch fish? They are using a huge nets. A huge nets. Okay, class, now look at pictures in the next page. Okay, to answer these questions, look at the big work in pairs. Talk about the pictures in the text and on the next page. Okay, looking at the pictures on the next page, what changes do you see? We have changes in it to these pictures. Yeah. Okay. The first picture is was taken 3 years ago, but the second picture is taken today. Okay, and in the first picture there is as much coral هي المرجان, but in the second picture there isn't as much coral. Okay, the first picture the coral is red, but the second picture the coral is white. Okay, now let's answer this question. Looking at the pictures on the next page, what changes do you see? طبعا there isn't as much coral. How long have these changes taken? Taken 3 years ago. Read the title of the passage from the 3 pictures. What seems to be the answer? Title: Will the ocean live or die? هل ستعيش المحيطات أو ستموت؟ طبعا the answer is to stop overfishing and polluting the ocean. Okay, class, now read and mark the statements true or false. Students, you should to read the passage to answer, okay, this activity number 2. Okay, yeah. My dear students, read the first paragraph to answer some questions. Before that, let's identify the difficult words. Coral اللي هي مرجان, disappearing تختفي, oceans محيطة, sad changes اللي هي تغيرات سيئة, coast ساحل, pollution تلوث, overfishing الصيد الجائر, huge nets لشبكات الصيد الكبيرة, man-made disaster اللي هي كارثة إنسانية, death of the oceans اللي هي موت المحيطات. Okay, class, now let's answer these questions. Okay, read to answer the following. Take it true or false. Many forms of life in oceans are in danger. Many forms of life in oceans are in danger. Okay, now let's see the answer on the passage. Fish and many other kinds of life like coral are disappearing from the oceans fast. إذا and disappearing تختفي, it means they are in danger. إذا the first sentence is true. Okay, number 2. Fishing is the only cause of the problem. Fishing is the only cause of the problem. Okay, let's see. And طبعا إن there are sad changes everywhere near the coast. There are often caused by pollution. And pollution further out, the cause is often overfishing. إذا how many causes are there? 2 causes اللي هي pollution and overfishing التلوث والصيد الجائر. إذا هنا بيحكي لنا fishing is the only cause of the problem. الصيد الجائر هو السبب الوحيد في المشكلة. إذا عندنا هنا false. Okay, number 3. The death of oceans is a natural disaster. طبعا موت البحار كارثة طبيعية. Let's to see or to read. We risk a terrible man-made disaster. Man-made disaster. The death of the ocean. إذا number 3 fishing is the the death of oceans is a natural disaster. إذا false اللي هي man-made disaster. Okay, answer. What happened to fish and many other kind of life like coral? Okay, the answer in the first line, fish and many other kinds of life like coral are disappearing from the ocean fast. Okay, now number 2, what is the result of overfishing? What is the result of overfishing? ما نتيجة الصيد الجائر؟ اللي هي further out the cause is often overfishing. Fishing boats with huge nets catch and kill everything. Kill everything. Okay, class. Now, complete. 2 big causes of damage to sea life are complete. 2 big causes of damage to sea life are اللي هو in 2 causes of this of oceans اللي هي pollution وعندنا الأوفر fishing. Okay, now get from the passage meaning of types. Meaning of types اللي هي موجودة عندنا طبعا اللي هي kinds. Okay, meaning of kinds. Okay, reason إن اللي هي cause. Okay, reason, cause. Very big إن very big اللي هي عنا huge. وعنا اللي هي hide يختفي اللي هي disappear. Okay, now opposite of life اللي هي عندنا طبعا اللي هي death. Okay, slowly opposite of slowly اللي هي the fast. Okay, now read paragraph number 2 and 3 from line 5 to line 11. Let's to identify difficult words. Recent action اللي هو الإجراء الأخير. safe ينقذ. 2 centuries اللي هو 200 عام. already being caught اللي هي الماضي من catch يصطاد. Okay, إن modern technology التكنولوجيا الحديثة. إن collapsing اللي هي ينهار. Okay. population اللي هو عدد الحيتان. Now let's to answer these questions. Take true or false. From the year 1960 to the 1985, whales were caught and killed everything. Okay, let's to see in our book. But could our recent action to save the whales give up hope? 2 centuries ago, whales were already being caught for their oil and meat. By the 1940s, the job was being made easier by modern technology. From the 1950 to the 1980, they were being caught everywhere and numbers were collapsing. إذا the sentence عندنا هنا from 1960 to 1985 إذا false. Okay, most government agreed to stop catching whales in year 1985. Okay, let's do from the okay. A whole species of whales were quickly being destroyed and they were not being protected anywhere. Finally, the world took action in 1985. Almost every country agreed to stop catching whales. Our sentence is true. Now answer. Why were whales whales being caught 2 centuries ago؟ معنى السؤال لماذا كانت تصطاد الحيتان منذ 200 عام؟ اوكي هنا 2 centuries ago whales were already being caught for their oil and meat طبعا كانوا يصطادوا الحيتان اللي هي ليحصلوا على الزيت واللحم. اوكي اذا for their when was the action of protecting whales taken؟ اوكي هنا سأل when the action of protecting whales taken. طبعا finally the world took action in 1985. الإجابة عندنا هنا in 1985. Okay, now get from the passage meaning of work طبعا اللي هي عنا job. okay عنا damaged اللي هي destroyed. okay عنا the word saved اللي هي saved عنا protected. okay let's to write. okay opposite of continue اللي هي stop. falling opposite of falling اللي هي عنا rising. okay the pronoun they in line 7 refers to عنا they. okay هنا they were being caught everywhere and numbers were collapsing. okay طبعا هنا they were being caught كانوا يصطادوا اللي هي يقصد على اللي هي الويلز. okay الويلز الحيتان. okay class